Hi Pisces, welcome to 8 of Cups Tarot. Welcome to your love reading for October. I'm so sorry that I didn't get to you for the October monthly readings. It just literally, I have a lot of cardinal energy in my chart, and if anybody follows astrology, you know cardinal energies are getting hit. It's not necessarily anything big, it's just kind of like a whole bunch of really small stuff that needs to be dealt with. So I ended up having to take a little bit of a hiatus, and I'm very sorry. But I did just want to jump back in with the love readings. I have a feeling love relationships, relationships to others, it doesn't have to be romantic love. These could be relationships with a child, a coworker, a friend. But relationships are definitely a focus through October and November. So I did want to just jump into these love readings, and hopefully you'll get a little more information on what's going on for you the month of, this is really mid-October to mid-November. It's going to cover the period of the new moon in Libra, which is your 8th house, as well as kind of the bigger aspects that are going on. We have Mercury opposing Uranus. We could bring in some really beautiful, almost divinely orchestrated breakthroughs this month. So, I've been telling everybody October's a rough month. October and November, they're kind of the climax of 2020 in a way. Doesn't mean it's all bad. It just means that we're kind of being shoved to the very next phase of our lives. People that are struggling, or the ways that we are struggling, are the ways in which we're kind of resisting this change. So because Pisces is so mutable and so open, I get the feeling that you guys are going to kind of breeze through this period. It's not hitting a lot of really detrimental parts of your chart. The things that are hitting are kind of lucky breaks. Pay attention to your 11th house, because you've got some action going on in that 11th house again. But I think when we come into it at this time of the year, instead of kind of clearing out that friend zone, clearing out the people that you associate with, I think new things are coming in. So I do think that that's very positive for you guys. As well as even authority figures or bosses or people that kind of want to give back to you. It's kind of almost like that payout for all that Saturn, Pluto stuff we went through. This month you kind of see a result for your hard work. It might be inward right now, meaning I wouldn't expect a whole lot of, real progressive breakthroughs like getting engaged or starting a new job. It could be. But I think that what we're doing is kind of more an internal process right now. It's not so much, the outward appearance that things are happening. Things are changing within us. So let's talk about these cards. I just got a new deck of cards that I absolutely adore. I've been working with them for a few days now. I actually ordered them from the UK. Definitely was not prime shipping, but it was worth the wait. And I've been working with these for a while now, even tucking them under my pillow, really letting them get my energy and getting to know these cards. And I'm really falling in love with them. Ironically, in these cards, I see the same situation playing out for you. You may not be falling in love with a deck of cards because you're probably a normal person and not like me. But I do see Pisces opening up to new love here. I see you guys really making some breakthroughs as far as getting to know somebody else. Now let's get right into these cards. The first card out, your energy is the Explorer of Cups. Oh, I really love these cards. So I see this energy as you seeing something. It could be something that's at a distance. It could just be the way that you're feeling about it. Maybe there's a feeling like this person's out of reach in some way, unattainable. Explorer of Cups is certainly somebody who's willing to do the emotional work to kind of put themselves out there just to see where this goes. So I do see that like Pisces are willing to make a move towards something. Maybe you're going to ask somebody out for a cup of coffee, or, you know, however you date in this social distancing time. It's a strange world. But certainly something's catching your eye, Pisces. Something is holding value for you and attracting you. Now this card comes out next to the Nine of Pentacles. Couple things here. The Explorer of Cups means that you may have recently heard that somebody has just recently become single. Now, maybe this is somebody from your past. Maybe this is somebody that you've been friends with but never really dated. I get the sense that you know this person, or you know of this person. And also with that Explorer of Cups, it indicates that you maybe have had your eye on this for a little while. Maybe you've been watching to see what happens. Maybe you knew they were going through some sort of a breakup, and allowing them and giving them time to get back on their feet, kind of emotionally integrate the past and get in a better, stronger place. Nine of Pentacles energy tells me that this person is of value, and as well they value themselves, which is really great. Because I don't want to see anybody, especially right now. We've got a lot of things going on, which means, you know, truths are coming out. People are being who they really are. And so if you are connected to anyone who isn't that Nine of Pentacles energy, meaning they're lugging around a lot of baggage from their past, they have a lot of insecurities. Nine of Pentacles tells me this person is very healthy. Now, the Nine of Pentacles comes out next to the Empress card. The Nine of Pentacles is kind of my pre-Empress energy, and so when it comes out next to this Empress energy, I just see that you see this person, first of all, as very attractive, extremely abundant, checks all of your boxes, okay? This is somebody that it's a lot more than just physical attraction, okay? There's emotional attraction, there's interest, there's respect. The Empress is always in a position of, you know, respecting themselves, and they kind of have that energy where you will respect them as well. You might find them to be quite brilliant in some ways. So there's definitely attraction on all levels here. But I like that this Empress card with this Nine of Pentacles, meaning the person that you are interested in has a lot of value. And above this Empress card is a Strength card. Now I like this because there's an energy of growth, even in a dry atmosphere, right? When we look at this card, it's a cactus that's actually flowering in spite of the heat, the lack of nutrients, the lack of water. It could be somewhat dry. The Strength card can represent a lot of heat in the situation here, a lot of sun, meaning maybe you're getting a chance to spend more time with this person, and it tells me that things are blossoming. However, the Strength card also depicts another energy because it comes out next to your Challenge card, which is the Six of Swords. And I think this is all regarding your ability to see the value in the future. Six of Swords is always movement towards a brighter, easier path, a better vibration. So the Six of Swords tells me that I think you're naturally moving towards this situation, but you might have a lot of doubts coming up in your head, okay? I do have to say the Empress energy with the Strength card above it, maybe you're dealing with a Leo, maybe you're dealing with somebody who's got a lot of fire in their chart. You might be dealing with somebody who has a lot of different admirers, Maybe you're just dealing with somebody that you think in your head has a whole lot of options, and therefore that doubt creeps in, like, oh, this person wouldn't be interested in me, or this person wouldn't want to have a relationship with me. And I am picking up on an element of maybe taking a friendship to the next level, and therefore the Six of Swords could be hesitant, like, do we move this to a relationship? Will it ruin the friendship kind of vibe? Like, and it's all about the long term here. So it's making decisions in terms of long-term investment. So maybe you're friends with somebody and all of the sudden they're single, you're single, there's a sexual attraction, and yet there's, you know, kind of like my Saturn reality of, oh my God, if we took this to something else, it might ruin the friendship, it might ruin things between us, and this is somebody that I truly value. So watch out for that. Watch out for any energy in which you feel like you're not worthy of. There is a lot of energy about having to take this to the next level as far as intimacy. Now, that doesn't just mean sex. It means opening up to each other. It means having those conversations, getting to know each other a lot deeper. And that might bring some of that Six of Swords energy, like maybe not quite being ready to open up. Now, I see you easily overcoming this. If it's self-doubts, if it's doubts of, even self-esteem can really come up this month because we're facing our fears. There's fears here. Are you going to move into sharing your life with somebody? And there's, when we have Mars square Pluto, there could be an element of fearing emotional integration with other people, because it could feel like you are losing your own self of power, your own self of power. I'm not even sure is a word. Your sense of power, giving your power to somebody else. If I tell this person that I really like them, then the ball's in their court and I could get hurt. And the Six of Swords tells me that you're going to maybe go through points in this month where you want to play it safe. However, the energy is not going to allow you to play it safe. In fact, it's going to tell you to put all your cards on the table. You got the Elder of Cards. If you see in the first card, which was the Explorer of Cups, which tells me there's definitely a deepening of emotional feeling here. There's a deepening within the connection. Now here, there's just this tiny little cup down here, and you're kind of swimming down into the depths to check it out and see what it's all about. In the end, it's out on the surface, meaning your feelings, your actions, everything is out on the surface level now. By middle November, my guess is that your feelings will be very apparent, and so will theirs. And there's growth here for sure. Now, underneath the Empress card, you got both of your love oracle cards for this month. The first one was getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, the bond deepens. So this tells me if there's things that you're hesitant to admit, like, yeah, I'm really into you. Yeah, I'd like to take things a little further. Definitely if you're just friends and you want to move this into more of a love relationship realm, you're safe here. Okay, the Explorer of Cups and the Elder of Cups tells me that you're kind of in a safe zone, whether you realize it or not. And that Strength card is your ability to overcome those fears, to really allow yourself to tell this, because Pisces, the thing is, if we've been in these phases where we've had relationships that were kind of shallow or more on a convenient level, I think 2020 has really shown you what you really want and desire, which might really be, at the end of the day, a deep friendship, a deep respect for each other, somebody that has your back. And I think the more you allow this person to see that side of you, to see those intentions, maybe even to see honestly where you've been hurt in the past. You know, you kind of just let yourself be who you are, and then this person accepts you and they reveal more about themselves in turn. The second card is heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. You might be pleasantly surprised here. You might really feel vulnerable here. You might feel like you're really putting your heart on your sleeve, putting all your cards on the table, really showing how you feel for someone. And this card tells me that the feelings are mutual, that the risk that you're taking is worth it, okay? And your oracle card over here under Explorer of Cups, you got the happiness card. I love this. I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. So if you kind of allow that to gauge you throughout the month, and if you really just check in on where you are emotionally, if you're spending time with somebody and they're just friends, or you know, you're just kind of casually dating, but you find yourself really happy in their presence, you really like their vibe, there's almost like intuitively I get that this person makes you feel like a kid, like you could joke around, you could be playful with this person. So not everything is so gloomy. So when I'm talking about like really getting intimate with somebody, really talking about past hurts, past wounds, heart-to-heart conversations, it's not always like that, okay? It's allowing that to happen because you feel safe with this person. Honing in on how they make you happy. And honestly, even though the energy of the Nine of Pentacles and the Empress can be a little bit intimidating, because this person seems to be really aligned with themselves. They know who they are. They know what they want. They know what matters in life. This isn't a person who's gonna play games. This is like a high quality person that's going to make you want to be a better person, okay? That's what you're stepping into, is kind of this really powerful opportunity to raise yourself up. When we meet new people, when we get into new relationships, they are simply mirrors of ourselves. So if you're stepping in to something where you're really admiring the way that this person can be really authentic, they could really be themselves, they have a lot of confidence here, that means that those things are being brought out in you as well, Pisces, that you are exhibiting those, and that's why you are attracting this level of a person, this level of a relationship. And everything here so far feels very, very safe. Like you're in a really good place. If you're in situations where you're not feeling happiness, if you're feeling a little bit of a darker vibe from somebody, if you're feeling where you can't really trust them or believe them, then you're probably not with the right person. Don't waste time on that, okay? If you're out there dating, you're meeting a couple people a week or whatever, or you're on the dating profiles, pay attention to how you feel in the conversations. I think it's important to take into account things like Nine of Pentacles is Virgo energy, and the Empress card and Leo energy. Do they stand out? Are they comfortable being themselves? You know, if you're dealing with somebody with a lot of filters, if you're dealing with somebody who's very, you know, maybe just not authentic, maybe the person doesn't seem to be real, or they're too good to be true, you got to listen to those vibes, okay? Because somebody's going to come. And maybe this is somebody from the past, and I'll explain that in a minute. But somebody's going to come along, and they're going to really embody all of these qualities of somebody who's really, truly fulfilled within themselves. So they're not coming at you because they need something from you. They don't need your attention. They don't need your compliments. You know, this probably isn't somebody that has a million followers on Instagram and puts out a lot of pictures that quite literally wants to be commented on, that they need the attention. No, this is probably much different than that. Because remember, I'm picking up a vibe on somebody that you could be best friends with, somebody that you could throw your hair up with and be yourself around, not having to worry about what you look like all the time, you know, because you're stepping into the part of the relationship where you start to be a little bit more open, you know, like you stop closing the door when you pee, or you stop having to have your makeup perfect every time you go out together. You know, this person can kind of see you for the nitty gritty. Maybe even, you know, the type of person, one of the things that I always ask myself, 2020, okay, hindsight is always 2020. So I look back at relationships and dating situations that didn't work out, and I always think to myself, if I was sick, you know, like the kind of sick where you can't get out of bed, you can't take a shower, you don't want to put makeup on, would you invite this person over to hang out with you? Now, obviously, if you have COVID, it's not a good idea to hang out with anybody, but would you even FaceTime with them, right? Would you let them see you when you are not at your best, and vice versa? Would you be willing to not judge this person when they're not at their best? Because that's when relationships really work, when you really love each other for who you really are, not this face that you put out in order to get a lot of people to like you. This person doesn't give a shit who likes them. The Empress energy, like, please, they don't care about how other people see or feel about them. They love themselves. There's a lot of self-love here. There's a lot of confidence, a lot of self-respect. So I think that this person is going to mirror those qualities that you have in yourself as well. Now, the final card we got is Regeneration, which is card number 46. And anybody that knows me knows that I'm completely obsessed with trees. I love the idea of trees. I love the idea of roots and ancestry and karma that comes from the soil, and we nurture it, and therefore there's growth. So this card is very particular. Card number 46, breaking down to a 10, meaning an ending of a cycle. Now, regeneration could mean we're bringing somebody back from the past. Retrograde Mercury, retrograde Mars, you're going to be hearing from people from your past. So if this person is coming back from your past and they do have all of these qualities, then it's definitely worth exploring a little bit longer. Might be worth hearing this person out if they have some explaining to do. Not just explaining, but maybe it was a relationship you had when you were much younger and you broke up for really stupid reasons that young people break up for, right? Maybe it's a time to get to know each other again. Regeneration can also talk about healing. So if you've been through it in the love department, if you've met every asshole in the side of this state, you pretty much keep dating the same person with a different face, the same kind of karmic cycles play out. Maybe you find yourself in relationships where when you break up, you're like, I don't even know who that person was. Like, I don't even know what just happened. You know, I think these cycles are coming to an end. The 10 is a closing. And so we're at this time in our lives where we're not accepting the same crap we would have accepted before. We're not looking for the same things before. You know, you're not just looking for a pretty face. You're not just wanting to connect with somebody who has their life together on the outside, you know. Suddenly your list of demands become a little bit different, okay? They don't have to just have their own car, their own home, a good job, a career, you know, a college diploma, whatever you want. Now I think you're looking for somebody that checks off a lot of different boxes. Are they emotionally available? Are they patient? Are they kind? Are they supportive? I think your idea of the perfect relationship has changed. And with that, you've let go of the things that you used to think were important. And you may be finding yourself open to something much different now, because like I said, the Six of Swords means we're moving towards what's going to work for us in the future. It's not just about right now. It's not just about wanting somebody, being attracted to somebody. It's about what are the qualities in them that are going to add to your life? How are they going to complement you? What can you build together? So I think regeneration is the idea that we're healing the old stuff and we're letting it go, and we're inviting in new things that are of much higher quality. Regeneration can also symbolize a karmic. I can't keep up with how we view things, you know, the twin flame, the karmic, the soulmate, like whatever it is. But this could be somebody who is fated to come into your life at this time to kind of heal some of the negative things that have happened to you in the past. Kind of help you to regain your faith that not every person, not every woman, not every man is evil and sadistic and out to break your heart. Or, you know, maybe you've come from this place where like you don't even want to entertain the idea of love anymore. And then somebody comes in and says, yeah, but here's the beautiful stuff you get when you find the right person. So really beautiful energy. Pisces, I think the last many readings that I've done for you have been this beautiful bubbling love stories. So and I thought about that last month. I was kind of really trying to get through those readings. I couldn't quite get to you. And in my mind, I was like, yeah, but I want to know what's going on with Pisces, because they've got so much love in their hearts right now. They're really inviting these beautiful things into them, whether they even see it or not. I think you've been lost in the hard work and the clearing out. And these things are going to kind of come as gentle surprises for you. All right. Hey guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Our community is growing. In spite of not really being embedded and no algorithm here, not, you know, this is all just 100% authentic. If you're meant to find me, you're going to find me on there. So just as payback, just hit the like button and share this with your friends and enjoy it. I'll keep on putting my energy in if you keep coming back and looking for what's next. So I really appreciate our relationship there. I do hope you guys have a wonderful month, and I'll be seeing you soon. Lots of love. Bye.